What's up, good vibes, Adrinks? How you doing, man? Thank you very much for clicking this video. You have proved yourself to be full of good vibes. And for that wonderful soul, kindly I'd request you to help me in spreading love to this world, man. Honesty, forgiveness, and good vibes so that all Earthlings can be united. So today when we react through these videos, me and you, interesting videos that you have never ever seen, and some that will make you just question a lot of things. Hit the like button and leave your comments about them. You see? Wonderful soul, I am Y311H, man. Straight out of Africa. Good vibes. Let's dive in.
I believe that I have found possibly the clearest proof.
Good vibes.
These
So
buildings
look at
are
this.
much older than we are told,
here.
and clearly built by a much more advanced civilization that was here before our current timeline that we aren't being told about. We have the Pancha Ratna Govinda temple, where the trees, the grass, the weeds, the rest of it are totally overgrowing and covering the structure, which would take decades of zero maintenance, which would also mean that in order for this story to be true, the one that they're telling us, they would have had to build the building and then left it immediately after without it even ever being used. So when I tell you the mainstream story, remember this. This photo was taken in the 1800s by James Ferguson. This is the Pancha Ratna temple. And when we take a look at the mainstream narrative, it's going to prove that they have no idea how to explain this one. I hope you're all ready to have some fun today. Welcome to episode 54 of my lunch break. I hope you're all having a great day. And if you're new, welcome. A massive, perfect temple located in Pattaya, India. And today I want to show you just how horrible the mainstream historians are at their job. They tell us that the palace is reported to have been built at some point between 1823 and 1895, at some point. But they have no idea. But when we go back to episode 50 and read the narrative about this arch, they knew all about the history and told us that it was constructed in the second half, not the first half, the second half of the 3rd century BC, because they of course know all about the negative 300s, but have zero idea what's going on between 1823 and 1895. Can you see how insane this is? They can't have both. Either you know what's going on or you don't. So it's reported to have been built. Reported by who? Did it get reported by Ron Burgundy? Who is the reporter, for one? And for two, their report is pretty terrible, giving us a 72-year gap. And on top of all of this, the photo has the number 73 written on it, which of course could mean anything and could be wrong, but let's pretend it's the year 1873, since remember, James Ferguson, the man who actually took this photo, died in 1886. This would make sense. This would mean that the mainstream history is completely wrong, and there is no way that it could have been built at any point after 1873, since we have a picture of it here. And it definitely couldn't have been built after Ferguson's death in 1886. Yet they tell us that it could have been built in 1895. It's incredible. And a clear lie, since we have a photo of it and proof that it was here long before that and found with nature growing all over it. And here it sits today. So clearly they have uncovered more from the surrounding area that was also buried by nature. And when you zoom in on the building, this was something that was constructed in the 1800s by Donkeys Incorporated. And we can see that this is definitely the same building with the same 3 arches at the bottom. It's absolutely incredible. So I wonder if this is the way that a lot of these old world buildings were found, with trees and grass all over them. But we just never had a photo of it. And this gets even more interesting. When we take a look at this place from the sky, this was not a random building sometime in 1800. And I want to make that point very clear. We have a water system that has 90-degree angles surrounding this building. Not only that, but there are multiple temples. It honestly looks like a fortress. So we have these other structures within this area, with this one being the biggest of them all. And we have some damage done to the side here, which I wonder if it depicted something before they destroyed it that they did not want us to see. Now I'm gonna drop this view down on Google Earth and show you the detail of this place, and show you that this is obviously not from the last 200 years. We have seen so many buildings from the USA that were supposedly built in the last 200 years, or even in our last episode when we showed the Windsor Castle, which was built 1,000 years ago. supposedly, which is in perfect shape. In my opinion, this building that we're looking at today is thousands of years old, possibly covering not just one population reset, but many. I don't think the 1800s were the first reset. I think that whoever controls the resets fully understands how to execute them and have perfected them over time. They've tweaked them, giving us back less and less technology each time that was once here before the new timeline is revealed, which is why our architecture gets worse and worse. In 100 years, 99% of our homes with plastic siding without maintenance would basically be gone, which in my opinion is exactly what they want. So when the next reset comes around, if there is one, there's no proof that we were ever here. Here we have the Manitowoc County Courthouse, located in Wisconsin, where we have a building that is much older than we were told. And if you've seen the first 53 episodes, you'll enjoy this. The current courthouse is the third courthouse to serve Manitowoc County. The first courthouse was built in 1839. 13 years later, we are told that in 1852, this one burned down in a fire. Of course it did. Because 99% of the old world buildings, as we know, hold a fire story. The fire story is the nod to the hidden group, in my opinion. That this building is from the previous civilization, and we did not construct this building in our current timeline. In my opinion, this is the only courthouse that has ever been here, yet they tell us the second courthouse was all done and wrapped up in 1857 on the same site as the present courthouse. Of course it was. This is the same courthouse. In just 48 years, we are told that this one was outdated and needed to be replaced because in the 1800s, they could be picky and build a new building whenever they wanted. A time before the power tool. They could just knock buildings down and replace them very easily. Oh wait, no, they didn't knock the second one down? The second courthouse was moved a block to the south. So now they're just moving buildings around. After going through the trouble of moving this brand new courthouse that was supposedly too old, they demolish it to make way for a jail and a sheriff's department. This is incredible. Does this sound shady or what? Here we go. The courthouse that is a masterpiece and will be here forever was built in just 2 years, in 1905 to 1907, by another company with a guy and his sons, of course, because they can't seem to leave the sons part out. And then we get the old severe storm damaged the glass. The old world dome was destroyed by some rain. Sure it was. And then they rebuilt it with stainless steel, of course. I would love to know what that dome really looked like before it was destroyed. And what was it made of before they destroyed it? And what kind of artwork did it have? And all of this is not even the craziest part. The guy and his son's construction company were so good at their job that they could knock this palace out in less than 24 months, over 120 years ago. So their resumes should be long listed and hold other masterpieces. Right? Wait, no? What is this? George Rickman and Sons Construction Company only constructed 2 buildings in their entire existence, and both of them in the year 1906. So not only were they knocking out 2 palaces, so they say, but they were also doing it at the exact same time, and then never built anything ever again. How is that believable at all? Over 120 years ago. Well, it isn't, especially when they were located in different states. One located in...
Oh, please leave your thoughts on that, man. Oh.
You're not gonna believe these videos from the Eclipse today. Watch this and tell me what you think this is.
Wait, what's that?
What is that? I don't know.
So, I'm not crazy, but is the solar eclipse light... Is there an emblem on the jar? No. No emblem, the way the light's shining through. And there is a figure of a man. You can't tell me that that is not a figure of a man.
What is this? Comment below and tell me what you think this is. Wow. If you have any other videos that are interesting, make sure to tag me in those and comment below what you think is going on in some of these clips.
Oh man, oh that's unbelievable. That's an...
Oh my days. When you think you've seen it all, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is Alfred Isaac Middleton, and he was a British explorer who went to the furthest parts of the globe in search of new discoveries. He went to uncharted regions in the Southeast Asia, African and Amazon rainforest. And you ain't gonna believe what he found. These look like creatures from another world. Is that a human? Or is that Bigfoot? Is that a building? Or a spaceship? Are they elves? Nah, they're definitely not human. Unfortunately, most of his journals and scientific writings were lost when Middleton and his team went missing during an expedition in 1901. Oh my diddy. So I guess there are some places on Earth that humans still don't know about.
Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, I won't be surprised to find out here the aliens on this earth. You see, you really need to unite good earthlings. Do you see the face in the moon right there in this video? Look closely. It's like there is some face there, good people of Earth.
What's good, family? We got to correct our name so that we know what we're fighting for. I want to correct some names so that I can later explain our lost past. Let's start with the name Moor or Moorish. Mara, M-A-R-A, is the original name of the Moor. The vowels we use is a vocabulary destructive sound that is applied to all languages. The word vowel, below it reads a letter representing a sound such as A, E, I, O, U. It also reads the Old Testament was written in Hebrew without vowels. Family, here is a Hebrew to alphabet chart. In the blue, let's look at the letter O that's below the X. Let's read this from right to left. Do you see the O? To the right, there is an I. The I is the original sound of the letter O. If you look to the right, you see the word I, and to the left, there is the sound I, and further to the left, there is an eyeball. The letter O is an incomplete symbol that should have had the I sound. The letter O should have had a pupil. Family, what does the word more mean if the O doesn't carry the I sound? The name More is a Renaissance name. The vowels are part of a Babel application applied to all languages. Do you see the name Roma on the coin? The original name of Rome was Rama. True Hebrew doesn't have any vowels. The letter O is corrupt. It should have carried the I sound. Drop a like. Friend up for the next one.
Oh, that's interesting. Good people of Earth, being honest is nice, man. But it's good vibes. Just like this baby's here chilling with this fantastic animal, and the animal is enjoying the country, you see? And even the babies are surprised. Oh my god. Oh, you mean this animal is funny like this and it's good vibes? Ah, this one is nice, man. What do you call this one? It really feels that it is just being touched like that, you see? And he said them, oh, don't stop, my friends. This one is nice, man. Keep on doing that. Oh, this is really enjoyable. Looks like we can really help one another with these humans, you see? Oh, You see, I should get money and start praying these guys. Oh, this one feels nice. You see, what's probably going on? It's mind. You see, that's probably what he's thinking. Oh, these humans can be very helpful. It's good vibes, man. Oh, nice people of Earth. Watch till the end and hit the like button, man. You see, that's just good vibes to see that. Oh, thank you for clicking and watching up this far. You all have the good people. Let's try to connect with nature and everything around us, you see. And one another is one. Caring for your neighbors, you do for yourself. That way everybody can be good vibes, you see. And you can always be forgiving because you love one another. Yo, look at this. Frames don't cast a shadow. How is this possible? Wait. But it seems some frame here from some rocket has a shadow. Look at this. Oh, so what do you mean? This one is not some frame? Then what is it? Good people of Earth, please let's help one another understand this stuff. This was made over 1,000 years ago, allegedly, by cavemen. You see, these cavemen really knew how to carve circles, as you can see here. You see? What do you think they used to do that? Some stones, circular stones or what? Seen this on my walk today, and I'm surprised what that is. Leave your comments, man. You see? Oh, unbelievable. This one was taken from United Airlines flight 1400 from Los Angeles to Chicago. And these guys saw this stuff there on the crowd. Oh my god. Good people of Earth. Oh, do you think that one is a plane we are seeing? I doubt. You see, I've never had a close encounter with a plane, but I doubt that one is one. Because how is it shining like that, moving like that? Creepy stuff, man. What do you think? The secrets of Antarctica. Allegedly, there are extremely many pyramids there. Look at these pyramids. Who built this stuff there in Antarctica? Wonderful things. You see, you should be honest with one another. If those people that were in charge of this place were honest with us and everybody else and told the people what goes on there, we could have understood a lot of things by now. Or what do you think, people? Hey,
TikTok, take a good look at these pictures I'm getting ready to show you in the video. This guy right here, you see him. There's another one. The first dude, that's the one that was on the craft. My security camera captured majority of the footage I'm showing you, because it came back the second time that night. I'm awake, I'm on the camera in the hallway with my youngest son, trembling, okay? And it begins again, and we captured it, okay? I believe it's because they were bringing my oldest son back. Now, let me tell you, if it had not been for this footage, you guys, I thought it was just a dream. When I woke up, I had several notifications from the Blink app. I looked at that, the notification. I'm like, what the hell? What is this light? It covered my whole backyard. Now, I'm going to play the footage as I tell you guys this so-called dream. We all went to bed around midnight. I was tired that night, so I was out within 15 minutes. I wake up and my first thought was like, what the hell? I felt so drugged and sedated, like I had took a bunch of Benadryl or sleeping medicine. My head is hanging low, but I'm standing upright and I don't feel my feet. So I'm not standing up. Something has me holding, holding me upright. I started to lift my head. Like when I tell you guys I was out of it, I felt so drugged. I'm like lifting my head up halfway, and that's when I noticed where the hell I'm at. I'm not in my bed. I'm in this like 10 by 10, 12 by 12 room. And it's like metallic. I remember when I first described it, I was like, it was foil on the walls. It wasn't painted. It was a metallic room. And I see my son to the right of me, my oldest son, and I speak. I go, what are you doing in my dream? First off, I would never say that, but he goes, duh, because we're having the same dream, Mom. And just like that, I don't remember being taken out of the room. I didn't even see a door, let alone a window, anything. I don't remember anything, just from him saying that, and then boom, I'm in the center, the middle of a craft. How I knew it was craft, I don't know. And it felt familiar. I remember I felt good too. All of a sudden, I'm real chattery. There's two women in front of me, and they're leading me like I'm following them, from one end of the craft to the other end. And I remember ahead of us, there was like a wall. It was slanted, and on the other side of that wall was an escalade. And I saw a group of men coming down. Well, when I looked up, it's a round craft. Remember, guys, when I looked up, I saw like 2, maybe 3 levels, and I could, I saw upstairs. I saw there was a lot of people up there, and they were all wearing the same uniform. Like it was a blue silver tone, and it was elastic but shiny. All of them jumpsuits were wearing the same uniform. I could have sworn I saw African American upstairs. I'm not sure, but I know the ones downstairs, they look Caucasian, but they had like an orange tint to their skin. Some had reddish brown hair, golden brown hair. It was not the same hair color. To the left of me were aisles, like lanes. And in each aisle, there was a love seat, an end table, and a chair. Very cozy, very comfortable. It gave me the Lazarus, Lazarus that used to be in the malls back in the day. It kind of gave me that vibe. It's very the light, no bright lights. It was soft lights, just very homey feeling. To the right of me in each aisle, there was like these long tables, computer tables, where 3 people could sit at them. At the end of each table, there was a desktop. Somewhere in the middle, there were 2 women, well, two females. One of them looked like she was about 16. The other one looked like she was 35. I remember when I glanced over to look at them, no one said it. It was like I just knew. It was a rule. You can look, but do not stare. Before I could look away, they looked away. They looked normal to me. I go back. I'm steady walk. I'm steady talking. I mean, I was a chatterbox, you guys. Man, I don't know what they gave me, but I've never felt so good in my life. I noticed the women that are walking in front of me, they were built a little slightly. It just seemed off, but I shrugged it off. I didn't think nothing of it. And they walked, their movement was different. But I shrugged it off. The group of men came down. One stayed, the other walked away. The one that stayed, he looked at different. He was the only one that I saw so far that had facial hair. And he looked at older. The ages range from like 60 to 40. I didn't see anybody look older than 40, except for him. So I assumed he was the leader or something like that, the captain. He gave me vibes from the tiger from Wizard of Oz. He's talking to them. That's when I realized, oh my God, they're not moving their mouth, but I can hear them. Okay? And obviously, I wasn't moving my mouth. I thought I was, but I wasn't. Not realizing they were reading thoughts. Oh my God. All I did was think he was handsome. The moment I said to myself, damn, he's fine. He frowned at me. Y'all, I know you're probably laughing right now, but listen, this shit really happened. I guess they're only about pure thoughts. I don't know. But he did not like me. I could tell right away he didn't. All of a sudden, one of the women put their arm in front of me. And, I didn't understand what she said, but reading just the body language, it was like, leave her alone. At that point, I'm staring at him. Remember, I said earlier, we're allowed to look, but don't stare. Because when they breathe, I understand this now. Why did his lip come apart? That's how they breathe. So I stared too long, you guys, and he already was frowning his eyebrows at me. The split underneath your nose, above your lip, it split wide open, and oh my God. Y'all, I went to react and scream, and before the scream could even leave my damn throat, I'm back in that metallic room. And I felt worse than I did the first time. Oh God, I felt worse. Like I had a stroke or something. It was horrible. And I could barely get my head up this time. I'm trying to pull myself together. And as I'm trying to lift my head up, my son runs over. And he's like bent over, like trying to make eye contact with me. And this is exactly how he said it. "Mom, this is not a dream." Boom, I wake up. When I woke up, I said, what the hell? I don't watch alien movies, none of that. Had I been having encounters? Yes. Have we been seeing shit? Yes. But this would be the first abduction that I could recall. But it's a dream, right? I grab my phone like anybody else would do. You wake up in the middle of the night. I have several, it was over 30 notifications over an hour period of time. Just pictures, 5-second videos, pictures, 5-second videos. I pull it down. I see this bright light and I'm like, oh my God. I jump on, I go into the hallway. There he is. That is him, you guys. Now you explain this shit to me if it was a dream. Why was he in my tree? Why would he be in my tree 2 weeks later, y'all? And he was shape-shifting in the tree, and I was zoomed in on it, and I'm like, what the fuck? Look what's beside him to the right. It's a little alien helper. Y'all, I'm like, what is this thing in my tree? It's not a spider web. I live in Ohio. We don't have big-ass cobwebs here. It was something shape-shifting in my tree, y'all, and he stuck his damn face out, and I caught it. Look at this. Look, it's 2 of them in my damn driveway in the tree. I don't give a fuck that it's blurry. It's there, you guys. You can't deny it.
Oh my God. What have we done this? Yo, that's some scary stuff, man. Good people of Earth. You see now such type of dreams. See, there are dreams that sometimes you have and you wonder, oh, is this a real dream or what's going on? Yourself, have you ever encountered such type of dreams? Yo, wonderful souls. I'd like you to leave your comments. What do you think about that woman's story? Yo, it's quite scary and surprising, man. Imagine if something can shift it to a tree. Oh, that one now could even make you be a little bit afraid to go in the woods. What do you think? You see, when we unite wonderful otherings, all these things that look like they are not right and okay, we can tackle them as one, you see? And stuff like this, UFOs and stories like this ones of abduction, even if it's for entertainment purposes, we can be able to know how to deal with them, you see? And when those stuff come here, we should now be the ones now catching them to ask them questions. Or what do you think? Anyways, good vibes, man. Thanks for hitting the like button and leaving your comments. You're all loved and respected. Big up to some few guys there in the comment section. Some people like Nikki Bridgewater. Some people like at Aaron Hart. Some people like at Minimalist. Yo, you guys, much love to yourself. There's even some guy there I saw, he called himself, don't know, upgrade YouTube views. Something like that. This good vibes soul, man. You are loved and respected from wherever you are. Good vibes, man. Bye bye till next time.